Hi everyone, I'm Taylor Hudak with acTVism Munich, and welcome back to another Julian Assange case update. The UK Supreme Court has refused Assange permission to appeal extradition to the United States. In a one-page ruling, a panel of 3 Supreme Court judges rejected the application for appeal on March 14th. Assange's solicitors, Bernberg Pierce, released in a statement the following: "We regret that the opportunity has not been taken to consider the troubling circumstances in which requesting states can provide caveated guarantees after the conclusion of a full evidential hearing." In January this year, the High Court certified a point of law for possible consideration by the Supreme Court, which is, in what circumstances can an appellate court receive assurances from a requesting state which were not before the court of first instance in extradition proceedings? At acTVism Munich, we have previously reported that the U.S. assurances were brought before the court after the evidentiary hearing, and the defense argues that all relevant matters are typically brought before the district judge at the magistrate's court. However, in the Assange case, assurances were introduced at the appellate level and therefore were not thoroughly examined or challenged during the evidentiary hearing. And under the assurances, which have often been referred to as inherently unreliable, the U.S. authorities claim that they will not place Assange under SAMs or special administrative measures, which does not actually reduce the risk of his being placed in other forms of isolation. The U.S. also claims that Assange will not be incarcerated at ADX Florence during pretrial, which is not a pretrial detention center and is only one of many maximum security prisons in the U.S. And lastly, the U.S. assures that Assange could serve his sentence in Australia, but only after all other legal avenues and options have been exhausted. What's more, these assurances can be reversed by the CIA, which has an unusual interest in Assange and even plotted to assassinate him and stole the DNA of his infant son. But let's be clear, the decision to not allow Julian Assange to appeal extradition to the UK Supreme Court has been met with much criticism from human rights and press freedom organizations around the world. Amnesty International, Reporters Without Borders, Committee to Protect Journalists, MEAA, PEN International, the International Federation of Journalists, the Austrian Journalist Union, the International Press Institute, the Freedom of the Press Foundation, and others have all strongly opposed the prosecution of Assange. Amnesty International's Deputy Research Director for Europe, Julia Hall, said in a statement, "The Supreme Court has missed an opportunity to clarify the UK's acceptance of deeply flawed diplomatic assurances against torture. Such assurances are inherently unreliable and leave people at risk of severe abuse upon extradition or other transfer." The case will now be remitted to Westminster Magistrates Court and then referred to UK Home Secretary Priti Patel, who will either authorize or reject the extradition. Assange's legal team may appeal the public interest points in the case in which the lower court judge did not rule in his favor. In a newsletter reflecting on this case, Julian Assange's fiancée, Stella Morris, wrote, "Julian was just doing his job, which was to publish the truth about wrongdoing. His loyalty is the same as that which all journalists should have, to the public, not to the spy agencies of a foreign power." acTVism Munich will continue to follow this case and provide you all with the latest updates, so please make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube, Rumble, and Telegram channels. Please also support independent media free from corporate and governmental influence by donating to our organization so we can continue with our independent news and analysis. I'm Taylor Hudak with acTVism Munich, and thank you all for watching.